Good morning, Melbourne.
Wakey, wakey.
Wake up, Melbourne. Jase and Lauren. Turn it up.
Start your morning the right way.
Gonna be great, gonna be a good day.
This is Jase and Lauren on Melbourne's Nova 100.
Well, good morning and happy Friday.
Good morning. It's Friday. There's a different energy in the air on a Friday, isn't there?
There is indeed.
How good. Friday.
So I'm a little excited.
Well, why? Because you get the whole weekend at home with your children now.
Why would you ruin that mood for me? No. It's been a roller coaster of emotions in our house because guess who arrived late last night?
Oh, Wendy, the
mother-in-law.
So it's Grandparents' Day.
Yeah, Grandparents' Day at school today. You pay all
Is
these.
this the one where they all go dressed up as old people?
No. I love that. I think that's 100 days of prep. Oh, yeah, that's the best.
We've got our 100th show coming up. Should we dress as 100-year-olds? Should we go back 100 years in time for the whole show?
So do we just normal?
You do.
Okay.
I'll wear something of yours.
Okay.
We should do 100 years of the show. 100. We could play music from 1924. Probably wasn't doing much.
I'll be 100 by the time you finish this pitch.
I was trying to work out what year it was.
So guess
Grandparents' Day.
when she leaves?
Tonight?
Yeah.
Is she a FIFO?
24-hour trip, fly in, fly out.
Fly in, fly out.
Yep, photos at school and toodles.
You didn't want her to stay for the weekend?
I can't. We've got a lot on. Hey,
she didn't want to stay for the weekend?
Didn't give her the option. Tilly's, unfortunately, not a great start.
The Matildas, no, they absolutely got annihilated. 3-0.
Yeah, look, not great.
But it's only the first game. And it's not, I don't understand because we haven't had the opening ceremony yet. So in my mind, doesn't count.
I'm the same. I'm like, okay, good practice game. Now let's get serious.
But I don't, some of those bigger sports, they have like rounds.
Yeah.
Like every other sport you lose. No, those ones you play in groups.
I'm shocked
it's not
Channel 9 didn't ask.
Hang on.
I'm shocked Channel 9 didn't ask you to join their coverage.
It's not 3-0. What was the score?
3-0. You say nil, not love.
Love is tennis.
That I know.
Is the tennis in the Olympics too?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's his name? It's Friday morning. I'm so tired. Rafa's there.
Yeah, big Rafa. He's playing.
Yeah.
I thought Rafa retired.
Federer retired. Where's Clint?
I hear you, mate. You are on one this morning.
Rafa's still playing. Well, I used to be part of the coverage and I didn't get my contract renewed and I can't imagine why.
Is that why whenever you were working with Channel 9 at the tennis, they would just get you to cover the food and bar options?
Yeah. They had to have a big jovial girl in there somewhere, didn't they?
Tick on that
Mr.
box.
Miyagi's got a marquee. Send Lauren. Yeah, I'll be there.
Hey, we're going to huge show.
Pop high-tech champagne. Send Lauren.
We are going to catch up with Clint in Paddy a little bit later.
He's at the rugby sevens. Now, heaven help me if I know what that is.
Heaven help Clint if he knows what that is. Did you see the Bible Channel 9 gave him? It was the size of like the old school yellow pages.
Yeah, with every athlete of Australia.
You know, I only thought of it last night, but it's like, God, it would have been great to get our hands on his Channel 9 Bible and just mess it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, rugby sevens.
So I'm assuming it is rugby with 7 players?
It is. It's a lot faster than traditional rugby.
How many are there normally on the field?
Oh, like 12, 14, 13.
Yeah, pretty much. And so it's a very fast game, so it just bounces around everywhere and they're going to be incredibly fit to play.
Oh, yes. No, that sport's not for me then.
Hey, I'll give you a hot
The other
tip.
one is the basketball, the 3-on-3 basketball.
Yeah.
Half court.
So
What the hell's going on with that?
I'll tell you what's letting you down. It's the non-conviction sound in your voice. Like you want to be like, have you seen 3-on-3 basketball?
Oh.
Like, you know, it's like rugby sevens. Is that rugby with 7 players?
I am your official Olympic correspondent while Clint's ways away. Aren't you
let's
lucky?
not say the O word from this point on.
The games hasn't started.
Well, tonight's the night.
Well, I'm going to say Olympics as many times as I can before it starts.
I've got to get my suit
wants
dry
to watch
cleaned
the
for court.
Olympic
Oh, my God.
games.
Okay, so officially, well, technically...
But I technically work for Channel 9.
I don't know. After the last 3 minutes, I think Channel 9 are pretty happy to keep their distance.
They can't sue me. I'm an employee.
Let's get into it. Hey, huge night tonight as well. Carlton taking on Port Adelaide. Come on, the Blue Baggers. It's going to be a big one at Marvel. More on the footy coming up.
Well, the end of that song really snuck up on me.
Yeah.
You need to shout out when the microphones are on.
I do. I say, mic's on.
I don't know if you did that time.
No, check the tape.
There were 4 of us having a conversation in here.
I'm rattled because I have an event on this weekend.
Do you? What have you got?
It's a school social night.
For the children or the parents?
The parents.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Now, the problem is having several offspring is you can't just make a friendship group in one grade.
Surely you make friends with the first kids group of parents and then the rest of them you're like, fend for yourselves, kids.
Yeah, funnily enough, it's sort of a bit of a roller coaster. We've got our year 5 group, but the year 2 group's quite strong.
And then you've got a 2-year-old. You're going to have to make a whole new, another bunch of friends.
I'm not going to meet one iota of Archie's friends or their family.
Well, your oldest be 18 yet and he can go and pretend that he's
You got
the
it.
dad.
There you go. Young
That's
dad.
smart with the age gap.
So we're doing the year 2's night. Cool Mum Kiri.
Oh, it's
Yes.
not all the parents.
Well,
not all the years, sorry.
No, it's just year 2 parents.
So you have to do year 5 one too?
Yes.
Oh, they're
That's
separate.
That's the thing.
Oh my God, and you're going to have a third one soon.
Yeah.
Oh.
And there's several.
Didn't think about that when you threw
mate,
a leg over, did
there's
you?
the dad football team. There's the parent casino night. Like there's school social
So
calendars.
let's focus on one because that's overwhelming. So you've got the grade 2 parent social night with Kiri, the mum who flipped the bird at me once when I said hello across the room.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I love her.
So her and
She's the
Tash are planning this
Who's
night.
Tash?
Tash is like one of the other. She's the mum that will come over and just do a pop in. She's the one that does a 7-hour pop in.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about her.
Yeah.
Good on you, Tash.
Just popping in, Dal. I'll be like, all right, better get supplies.
Yeah.
So they're running this parent night, and
What happens? Is it a dinner? Is it cocktails?
well,
Is
here's
it
the thing:
10-pin
it's
bowling?
at a little wine bar in Bentley.
Yeah.
Right now.
So since you've moved house, the kids haven't moved schools. Same school.
No, same school, close by. But the issue is, like, I get social anxiety, and I'm not great in these situations.
I know you say that. It's strange to me because the more I've got to know you, and it's for someone who doesn't have anxiety, it's hard to understand, I imagine. But you say I've got social anxiety, and then I watch you walk into a room and swan around and charm everyone, or get on a stage and crack gags, and I'm like, where did the anxiety go?
Oh no, I'll have a full-blown mentee bee beforehand.
But when you're there, you're so brilliant.
Like we did the Sony Foundation thing.
I know, and you didn't want to go.
Oh, mate.
And you got there, and I was like, any danger I could get a word in? Oh, motor mouth over here. Wouldn't stop chatting. Chatty McChat-chats.
Well, I think if I chat more and I chat quick, I can leave earlier. So, yeah, I got a little bit of anxiety going into it. So I've messaged one of the mums and said, is it a sit down or is it a cocktail?
What would you prefer?
I think I prefer cocktail because you can, go around the room.
Sit down. Then you sit down and you're just next to one person. Thank
I
God
know,
I'm
but
in my
if
seat.
you get stuck next to Barry, who,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You only have to talk to Barry.
Yeah, I know, but if Barry's a bad chat, it's a long night.
Lucky you can talk a leg off a chair then,
Good
Jase.
call. Good call. It's cocktail.
Okay.
Here's the bit that's
But
rattled
Lou's going too.
Yes.
Great.
Here's the bit that's rattled me.
What's the dress code?
It's semi-fancy dress.
Semi-fancy is not a dress code.
Thank you.
Or is it semi-fancy dress?
They've said, wear a touch of Christmas. Because I think they're going... I knew you'd be supportive. If I rock up as a
What do
giant
you
present
mean?
tonight and no one else is dressed up, I'll be
Wear a
headless.
touch of... Oh, get
So the-
Kiri on the phone. That's a shit dress code.
Thank you. So the invite's like, do it if you want.
So what do you wear? Just elf shoes?
Well, I was going to wear...
A Santa beard?
No, I've got Lou and I matching Christmas jumpers.
Yeah. That's a terrible dress code.
Like, either commit or don't commit.
a
Don't
touch
do
of... What is it?
a touch of Christmas.
Oh, it's semi-fancy dress. You're right.
Yeah, it is semi-fancy. What do
the Christmas jumpers say? Do they say one of those lines from Home Alone? Like,
No,
you
no.
filthy animal.
I don't know. I'm borrowing them off Soph in marketing here. Her and her partner have matching jumpers. I don't know why. That's a whole other issue.
But you get too hot. So
I know.
what are you
Tell
going to
me
wear
about it.
under it?
Well, normally I don't wear a shirt
I
under
know.
it.
You can't get your dad bod out. So what are you gonna-
That'll be the chat
And
at
then
the year
where's your
2 parent night.
Your semi-fancy dress is gone if you take your sweater off. I think you should just wear a Santa hat. Or some of
Also-
those reindeer ears, perhaps.
What happens if it escalates like last weekend and I end up at bloody electric at 1 o'clock in the morning in a Christmas jumper?
No one will look twice there. No, they're too. Everyone's too worried about themselves there.
That's a good point. So yes, bring on the year 2 night.
Did Kiri make up that dress code?
I don't see. That's the other thing.
Have you you can't bag it if
Hang
your
on.
friends created
That's
it.
the other thing. Last time I went trick or treating with this particular mum, right? I had my kids,
What'd
she
you
had
wear?
hers. She said, "I'll meet you on Hampton Street because Hampton Street they close all
Couldn't
the
find
businesses."
each other.
And I said, "All right, She goes, "We're wearing fancy dress as well as the kids, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So I rocked up in a full ghillie suit, so I looked like a sniper.
Yeah.
Remember, I was a walking tree.
Yeah.
She rocked up in activewear and just pissed herself laughing at me.
Oh, good on. Oh, far out. I
If
nearly
Lou and
said
I-
a swear word.
if-
If you two are the only two dressed in Christmas shirts. Oh,
If we're in Christmas jumpers
I need her phone number. I need in on the joke.
and everyone else is dressed up, I will be headless.
Jeez, yesterday was grim. It was nice late in the afternoon.
I know. She was a little grim, but it's okay. She is looking good, bringing on the weekend.
We're just ordinary people.
The Ordinary Games with Jase and Lauren. Finding the best of us from the rest of us.
So, like every other person, including the cleaners at Channel 9, our very own Clint Stanaway is over in Paddy.
Everyone is there. There must be no one in the building at Channel 9.
I've just looked up on the TV and Alicia Loxley's there as well.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, she's on the Today Show at the moment getting interviewed.
She's got a swimming pool in the background. Is that in Paris?
Yeah, well,
Oh.
I think so. They're doing swimming.
Who's reading the news? Tom Steinford on his own.
Might be.
Oh, new kid on the block. Drew
Might
the
have.
short straw. Had to stay in Melbourne.
Do we defrost the hitch? So, here's the go. We didn't get invited to Paris, and we know
I just can't imagine why.
a lot of other former athletes like ourselves out there have not been invited as well. So we are doing the Ordinary Games. How this works is you can score yourself $1,000 cash, plus walk home with the dignity of being Melbourne's Ordinary Champion.
The most ordinary person in Melbourne.
2 events.
Yes.
One will be the biggest splash.
Yeah, we're going to get you on the diving board.
Yep.
The Jerry Springer board.
That's right. So the springboards. Now, from what I remember, there's springboards on sort of like pool deck, and then there's some.
Oh, you're not springing when you're up high.
No. But I'm pretty sure, like maybe 5 meters up, they've got springboards
Oh, I
as
don't
well.
think we're sending people off a 5-meter diving board. That's high and dangerous. We're not
And
doing that, are we?
Funny.
I believe it is a 2-meter springboard.
2 meter.
2 meters. But you hit Jerry Springer, you get airborne, baby.
Yeah.
Biggest splash.
And then you do a horsey. Is that where you hold one leg and go on your back?
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah.
Okay. Or you can do a
dive.
bomb.
Yep, could do the
Yeah.
bomb. Don't do the pencil because we're looking for the biggest splash.
Biggest splash, baby.
And then the
the
following
worst
week,
technique in the biggest splash.
will be Little Leaps, which is like adults going over baby hurdles. Now, if you want to be a part of it,
I think that would almost be harder because you just like it'd just be like having your shoelaces tied together.
yeah, I also feel like when you hit one, you're going to keep hitting the rest
Oh,
because you'll be
yeah.
able to sing. So here's the go. All you have to do is register via the Nova Player app or go to novafm.com.au to be a part of our Ordinary Games.
Well, all the fit people are out of the country in Paris.
Yeah.
We want to find the most ordinary of us all.
Yeah. So, hey, I want to play some off-air audio, which is pretty funny. So, because Clint is over in Paddy,
He's had some fine moments and he's had some not so fine moments so far.
and we said, hey, Clint, can you, while you're there, could you get some of the locals to record in French? Hey, you're listening to Jason Lauren
Well,
on Nova.
We probably needed to give him some extra words because a lot of that is like very similar to English, those words.
Yeah, and you'd almost say that's quite simple to get.
Yes. Yeah.
Until we heard him trying to record it.
You ready? Okay. Say, you're with Jason Lauren
You are with Jason.
in French? French.
Jason Laurent with the English accent, with the
This is
French English.
French.
Jason Laurent avec Clint live from Paris.
He got there eventually.
Did he?
Jason Laurent.
Jason Lauren?
We sound way hotter when she says
We
it.
do sound hotter,
I
don't
like
we?
that she said, do you want it in English with a French accent?
We do sound hotter when the French say
I
it.
think this show should now be called
Jason Lauren compared to Jason Lauren on Nova.
Jason Laurent.
We're going
on
to check your
Nova.
run to work and the latest in news coming up. Tigers taking on my mighty Pies on Sunday.
Now, look, it's not exactly a blockbuster at the moment, but two of Melbourne's biggest teams.
What gives that away?
That's-
The 1 o'clock in the afternoon game?
Well, they're just neither of them are really firing at all cylinders at the moment, with all cylinders. But I am a Tiger and you are a Pie, so
Yeah.
it is our rivalry match.
It is indeed. Sunday.
May the better team win on
Hey,
the day.
From the G to Frankston now. I want to change gears.
Frankston.
Here's the go, right? I lived in Melbourne for about 8 years now. When I first got here, people really bagged out Frankston. to
Oh,
me.
yeah, it gets a bad rap, doesn't it?
It really does.
It's part of the fun of living
don't
in
you-
Melbourne.
but
It's
don't-
like Collingwood. You bag Collingwood.
Every city's got their area where people give them crap. But I went down there. I took Huddy, my little fella, down there fishing on the Frankston foreshore.
Oh, it's beautiful on the water.
I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"What? Like, what am I
It's
missing?
just kind of a thing. I
Is it
think.
like more inland you go?
No,
Gets a
I
bit
don't
more
know.
dodgy.
It's just a thing that people like hanging it on Frankston.
Don't see, like, you're a snob. I'm just looking at
Me?
No, our executive producer Brody, and he's sitting there doing this little shake of the head as I go more inland. He gets
What's wrong with Frankston? Why do people so mean about him?
It's just had a bad reputation for a long time, so I think it takes a while to
You've
change
got a bad
those
reputation,
perceptions.
and
It's true.
we kept you.
But it's beautiful on the waterfront. We went down there and did our say hey for 10K on that beautiful
great.
sunny day.
Awesome turnout, and now
They do that Frankston Waterfront Festival down there, and that's fun.
we like a festival. We must go.
We must go.
They're getting their own Frankston Monopoly.
Now, this is odd, I will say. Of all the places in our great state, who chose Frankston?
Gonna go directly to jail is really going to take off on this board.
Who needs Park Lane when you can go to Westfield Frankston? No? What's Frankston Mall?
Because you know how we just recently bought in Bentley.
That's close to Frank. No.
No. Claude, our real estate agent. You know how the real estate agents always give you a little prezi when they hand over the keys?
Yes, I got a salad bowl and salad servers and a chopping board.
Obviously, they bought that in bulk because I got the exact same thing.
What real estate agent was it?
A Bentley version of Monopoly.
There's a Bentley version.
Yeah, so the real estate agent got it made up. So it's like all the little shops and everything in our area.
He got it custom made.
No, well, I think they're in bed with Monopoly because it looked fully official.
I'm going to call my real estate agent and say, where's mine?
Yeah.
Because I just got the
But it was
salad
really
service.
cool just moving into a new area. I was like, this is great. What
That's
a way
a
to
great
get to know.
gift.
Yeah. I thought it was really cool. So Frankston's getting their own Monopoly. Always an interesting game. There's always a blow up.
It says Oliver's Hill and Frankston Beach are the Mayfair and Park Lane equivalents in the game's Franger version.
Can I ask you a question?
Question?
We were playing Monopoly with my sisters when they were visiting. Sorry, not Monopoly, Uno, the other day when my sisters were visiting. If I put down a draw 2, can you put a draw 2 on top?
In my house you can.
House rules. Thank you.
There's definitely house rules.
Yeah. Can you end on a picture card? Like a draw 4, draw 2, reverse skip.
Oh, that's controversial.
In my house, it's a number or bust.
You can't end on a draw 4.
Got to end on a number.
When I was in Greece recently, we had a whole bunch of our friends, kids, like teenage kids there, and they got me involved in a game called Shithead.
Oh, yeah.
I've never heard of it.
I
never
forget how to
played
play,
it.
but I remember I enjoyed it.
Well, basically, there are a few different, like the Australians had a different version to the Americans of some of the rules, but it was pretty similar. So we wrote all the rules down. And then whoever's the last person, you lose. It's a good game because you don't get knocked out first. Like,
Gotcha.
You know, you know how some games, whoever wins, that's it. It's like you win, well done. This is like, there's so much jeopardy on, you just don't want to be last because then everyone chants at you, shithead,
Yeah, right, gotcha.
shithead.
Yeah.
And it's
I get that enough.
humiliating.
Yeah.
But it was so fun chanting shithead at these kids. I was like so into it.
My 10-year-old and I had the biggest blow up the other day because he tried to implement a pick-up put-down rule in Uno. And I said, not in this house, mate.
if you pick one up, you can put it. I think you can do that.
No.
No.
Okay,
no.
We do not play the pick-up put-down rule.
No.
Things got quite heated. He ended in tears. You know I take my
That's
board games
fine.
serious.
You've got to teach them young to have resilience.
Thank you, Lauren.
You can't win everything.
Thank you. If you're going to cry over Uno, how are you going to go in the big bad world?
Seriously.
13, 24, 10. Have you had a board game blow up? What was it over?
It happens.
Remember Lou and I played Monopoly on our honeymoon?
That's a good game to play on a honeymoon.
Oh, no, it wasn't. No.
Did you get down to the 2-letter words where you're like, I'm checking... Oh, no, Monopoly. I'm thinking Scrabble. I'm checking the Scrabble dictionary for the 2-letter words.
You are on one this morning, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm getting all my things confused.
You've landed on Mayfair. Bob, B-O-B. No, that's not how it works, Dub.
Oh, yeah, Monopoly's a terrible game for a honeymoon.
No jokes.
Scrabble's a good game for a honeymoon.
13, 24, 10. I wanted to play it and spell out a few words after we played Monopoly, let me tell you. You are right. 13, 24, 10. Have you had a blow up over a board game? What was the game and what was the blow up?
What?
Got some...
Breaking news from our executive producer that I'm not sure is true.
just before we're about to go to air. And keep in mind, we are covering a heavy topic at the moment. 13, 24, 10. Have you had a board game blow up? Monopoly, the Frankston version, is about to drop. We're going to park that subject for just a second with some breaking news. Yes, Brody?
I think his name was Jeffrey, but Jeffrey called up and said there was a meteor strike in Springvale.
A meteor strike.
Is it called it's not called a meteor, is it?
A meteor strike? Yeah, if
Isn't
they
it
shoot him.
a meteoroid?
I don't think you're the person to correct him today. Just out of curiosity, have we back-checked Jeffrey's story before we've gone to air with it?
Is he a astronaut?
No, I just went with it.
You literally just buzzed through to the studio to tell us that breaking news. Meteor shower Melbourne, I'm Googling.
Anything, Loz?
8 days ago something happened.
Maybe Jeffrey hasn't uploaded his blog yet. I just love the fact that someone can ring up and tell the phone room that, and they'll be like, no worries, we'll get that to us straight away.
Yeah, we are fact checkers here.
13 24 10. Have you had a board game blow up? Give us a call. We'll hit the phones next. You got Jason Lauren on Nova 100. What started out as a conversation about Frankston getting its own monopoly.
It is now Two Topic Friday.
Yep, we're doing Two Topic Friday. 13 24 10. Have you had a blow up over a board game?
Or
13 24 10. Did you see the meteor strike in Springvale?
someone called through and said there was a meteor strike in Springvale. I'm saying not true. I looked into X, formerly known as Twitter.
Yep.
There's nothing on there, so it mustn't have happened.
Well, it's been spotted.
What is a meteor strike, Jase?
You know,
Like, did it hit Earth or did it hit
in Springvale.
a star in the sky?
Hope it didn't take out the IKEA. Bloody love
Well,
that
people
joint.
are calling through on 13 24 10 saying that this happened in
Okay,
Springvale.
so 13 24 10. Let's go to Jade in Berwick. Do you have a blow up over a board game or just see the strike?
I saw the strike.
She saw the strike.
happened?
What happened?
So I'm driving home from Clyde North towards Narre Warren, and I just saw what looked like one of those fireworks that kind of fall from the sky and just fizzle out. I was like, oh, it's a bit early for fireworks.
Oh,
What time was this?
Oh, like 5 minutes ago.
Jeez, all right, okay.
it's not on Twitter yet, so I'm
Right,
not
and,
believing
And
it.
how long?
Yeah.
How long did it last?
Oh, a couple of seconds.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Okay.
like a
It was
firework.
very quick.
Like
Yeah,
maybe it was
it's like-
just Katy Perry celebrating coming to the grand final.
Now that's marketing. If they have done some sort of fake meteor strike to
it's like
promote
a
Katy
flash mob
Perry
in the sky.
doing firework at the grand final, now that is publicity. All right, moving on. Board game blow ups or saw the strike? What do you got?
Leah from Craigieburn, morning.
Good morning.
Did you see the meteor strike in somewhere across Melbourne, or did you have a
No.
blow up over a board game?
blow up.
What happened?
Let's go.
So me and my boyfriend were playing Mastermind. He was pretty new to the game, and I'm quite, seasoned at it.
Yep.
What's
So you
Mastermind?
basically have to choose 4 colours, and then the other person has to guess the 4 colours, and you give them clues throughout the game. Like goes,
And that's
you get
it.
like 10 turns or whatever.
That's it. That's all there is to the game.
Basically. So it's not super hard, but
Okay.
he's pretty new to it. I'm seasoned. And I told him at the beginning of the game, you don't repeat colours. But you have to choose 4 different colours in any order. You can't repeat.
Yep.
Supposedly, he claims he doesn't remember me telling him this rule at the beginning.
Okay.
And so after about 4 rounds where he had not won any of them, he decided to repeat colours, and I obviously lost the round because he cheated.
And how big was the fight afterwards?
I didn't talk to him for the rest of the night.
He deserved it. I don't know that game. It seems very confusing.
You know what? I think if she didn't talk to him for the rest of the night, he was lucky.
Poor Leah, she was rattled because she's a seasoned professional, like she said twice, in Mastermind. She knew her stuff.
13 24 10, Two Topic Friday.
Two Topic Friday. Rory from Mornington, did you have a blow up over a board game, or did you happen to see this meteor strike that apparently happened in the skies over Melbourne 5 minutes ago?
Board game or strike?
We just saw the strike.
What happened?
Strike. Strike.
What happened, Rory?
We're driving on Eastlink, heading up to Mount Buller right now, and we just saw this light fall down from the sky around Springvale area.
Do you think it was an alien?
Oh, Jesus.
I
here we
love
go.
alien chat. Was there a UFO?
Here we go.
I'm not too sure. We're actually driving that direction now, so we might be able to...
Are you going to go and
try
see if
find
there's
it.
any debris on the ground?
If you get probed in the next 20 minutes by some sort of extraterrestrial, can you give us a call back?
We'd love an exclusive.
Yeah, I'll give you a call back.
Yeah.
I'll let
Thanks,
you know what's
Rory.
going on.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll wait with bated breath to talk to ET when he arrives. I told you today was going to be a disaster.
Today is a disaster. Mention that. Hello, Nova. Hi, it's Rory.
I've got ET here. ET, phone home. Is that what ET sounded like?
Let's go to Philip.
Someone get me an ET grab, please. Thank you.
No, you just nailed it. Nick, saw the strike or board game blow up? What do you got?
Board game blow up.
Oh, damn. I really wanted to
I
play
thought it
this
might have
again.
been E.T.
Strike. Strike.
What board game, Nick?
So I'll preface this by saying I reckon board games are actually board games because they're boring. My wife and I, before we had kids, went away to Mansfield for a romantic weekend, and she decided to bring Monopoly.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We played it on the first night, had a massive blue, and didn't talk to each other for 3 days.
It's so easy to cheat in Monopoly, especially if you're banker. I would take a couple of extra hundreds.
Yeah, right. What was it? What
When
was
I
the
had to collect
clincher?
200
Nick,
goes.
what was the clincher? Was someone siphoning money?
Well, Lauren, I wouldn't say she cheated,
But
but I'm very competitive. Let's
Yeah,
just
right.
put it that way.
yeah.
Right. You
Yeah.
know, there's
I think cheating's fine if you get away with it.
there's an ATM card version of Monopoly now, so you don't use cash. You've all got cards.
But then you can't cheat.
I know.
That's no fun.
I'm hearing you. Our very own Clint Stanaway is over in Paddy. It
He's
is
in Paris for the Olympics.
night time over there,
Yes.
morning here.
Yes.
Their morning, which will be our night time, will
Yes.
be the day one of the opening ceremony.
So the opening ceremony is today. What day is today?
The opening ceremony day. For
It
us,
is.
for
So
us,
tomorrow this time tomorrow, the opening ceremony will be happening.
3 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Oh,
so
not this time.
when you get home from Revs, whack on the opening ceremony and you might see Celine. Strong rumour floating around that Celine will be teaming up with Lady Gaga for the opening ceremony.
That would float my boat.
Speaking of floating, opening ceremony is happening down the little river they've got over there.
The scene.
It is going to be a scene.
They're all going down on pontoons. If they pull off Celine Dion and Lady Gaga, it will be quite a moment.
Well, I think the Olympics
In fact,
need
Celine
it.
Dion in general. I love her so much.
Remember the last two Olympics, no crowds because
no
of
one
COVID.
at Tokyo. That was unfair.
Yeah, it really
Tokyo
was.
spent so much money on the infrastructure and they couldn't have anyone. We should go back there next time.
We should
Forget
go.
about LA. They get enough attention. Let's go back to Tokyo.
Hey, Celine appearing at the opening ceremony, but here in Melbourne.
Well, I heard someone photograph Celine at rehearsals, so it's not confirmed, but we've heard that they might be.
No, I'll put my
but
money
yes, here in Melbourne, one of the biggest bands of the year performed last night.
I
And
did
was there
not
exclusively.
even know they snuck into Melbourne to do this.
Yeah.
Lauren was at
Turns
the
out
gig.
not many people did know this.
We'll tell you who was performing next.
Huge night for my family last night. My brother, who turned 40 last week, we talked about it a bit on the show.
Yep, happy birthday,
Celebrated
Bowen.
his 40th on the weekend.
Was he okay me crashing his birthday?
You turned up. He loved it.
Okay, good.
Loved it.
Just checking. Hope it wasn't. Yeah.
Very confused though, because he had his joint 40th birthday with his best mate called Jase, and when 9.5 hours into lunch, I said, Jase is coming. Bo was like, what are you talking about?
He's here.
Jace has been here the whole time. And I said, no, he's coming with his sisters. And he said, Jason doesn't have sisters. So he was a little confused, but he was
Right.
excited when he saw you.
Gotcha.
Anyway, I was saying last week that to get back to his roots, now that he's 40, he's started a band.
I love this because as a 42-year-old bloke with 3 kids, it's very rare you get, and a lot of parents will relate to this, you just don't get me time anymore.
Right.
Hobbies and everything
So
just
he's
get
a
put to the
dad.
side. Like, you know,
Yeah.
he's a new dad. There would have just been no time for him
Nah.
to do something.
And he wasn't really sporty as a kid. He was a muso. He loved playing the guitar. He loved being in bands. So for him, this is like his social indoor soccer night that some blokes will play with their mates or whatever.
Love that. Like
Right.
the Thumb, our executive producer, and I are starting squash days.
Yeah. I'll believe it when I say it.
Me too.
So he was so excited, and no one was more excited than myself and Steph, my brother's fiance. We were like, we are here for it. We're coming. I talked about it on the show with you. I wanted to take listeners, and then he panicked and said, oh, we've only had 2 rehearsals. Please don't bring
So
me.
2 rehearsals and they're playing their first gig.
So they've got their gig, right?
Have they played together in the past? Like this is the original band?
Well, like in high school. Like one of the guys.
been a minute.
One of the guys was 2 years, but I think 3 of them went to school together. Anyway, they're all dads, 7 kids between them. They've been trying to come up with a name. They had Rage Against the Formula Machine. They had all these dad names. Anyway, they went with Formula. The Formula. So my sister-in-law made merch.
There's merch.
There's merch. And at one point, the lead singer Joel said, we got merch, guys. There's only 4 hats available and they've all been sold. But if you want to pre-register for the next gig, we'll get some more made.
Oh my God, you know what they should do? they should serve cocktails at their gigs
In bottles.
baby bottles.
No, they're not a novelty band, as my brother keeps reminding me. They're not a novelty band, Lauren.
Well, no offense, but I don't see you playing Glastonbury anytime soon.
Well, anyway, we went. One of the boys, Paul, his wife got there and I went to school with her and she said, oh my gosh, I called Paul on the way here because I was telling my friend I was going to see the boys play.
Formula.
And she said, I heard Lauren talk about it on the radio. And she goes, I had to call my husband and say, am I on the list? Am I going to get in? Am I going to get into this gig? Like, make sure I'm on the list.
How many people are at the gig?
About 30. About 30 people.
So it was intimate, like a Nova's Red Room.
Yeah, but it was a big space, but intimate.
Can I touch the merch?
It was in like a pub. It was great. It's a quality hat too, actually.
I don't know. I feel like I'm going to get a rash if I put this on.
So first of all, we get there and it's a pub, so you can eat as well. Table, front, centre, right in front of the band available.
Because nothing says mosh pit than someone eating a
A
palmy.
schnitzel and gravy,
Yeah.
right? So Paul and I sit down. Paul's like, how loud's it going to be? I don't like loud music. So he asked if there were any earbuds. What do you call them? Earplugs.
What, like what kids wear at a
said,
concert?
You're not going to the Formula One, Dale. These are old men.
How were they?
They were great. I was pleasantly surprised.
Question?
They played Prince covers.
That was my question.
They did that.
So
I
is it?
don't want your extra time in your kiss. They played that.
Is it a cover band or do they do originals?
So it was mostly cover bands, but the lead singer, Joel, apparently he came like 5th on Germany's Got Talent or something.
He came what?
Like 5th or 6th on Germany's Got Talent. So he goes and tours in Germany.
Is this the one you said when you were watching the video before you went, he's hot?
He's kind of hot, yeah. I reckon he's
Is he
like...
hot because he can sing?
And play the guitar, probably. That gives you at least 2 bonus
Yeah,
points.
right.
But I reckon he's like Rob Mills of Germany, maybe.
Oh, no.
Anyway, he's very good. So he has some originals, and they did some Joel Havea originals. But mostly the Formula did covers that I really enjoyed. I left at halftime. Not halftime. I left it, what do you call it?
Football game?
After the interval. No, the...
Did they have to stop for a rest?
Yeah, they did 2 sets.
Really?
I left in the set break because I was like, this is too late for me.
What time was that?
8:30. Anyway, they will be performing again. And for those of you who are interested, I'll find out when it is and we must go.
Oh, guys, when's the script
Should we
interview?
take a bus?
Is the script next week? Because the script are coming
as
to
in,
Melbourne.
I'm falling to pieces. Yeah. That one?
For the
We're
sake
speaking to them in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks. We should hit the script up and see if the Formula can be their support act.
But they can't do a script cover at a script
Oh,
gig,
no.
What about, could they do a Maroon 5 cover at a
They
script
could do a
gig?
Maroon 5 cover,
Yeah,
but yeah.
Yeah, they're good at that.
All right, we're going to hit the script
Maybe
up.
we should take requests for the Formula. What would you like them to play?
You know
Jess?
what I don't like the mocking tone in your voice.
No, I'm not mocking.
This
They were
is
really good.
Like I was saying.
They were really good. I came in really proud. I was showing you videos.
As a parent who never gets me time, this is great.
Do you
for
want to
both.
join the band?
Absolutely not.
Loz's Lips.
All right, every week. Thanks to our mates at East Bentley Dental Group. All dental under one roof. You can visit ebdg.com.au. I might go in and get a grill.
A grill.
Is that still a thing?
I don't know, but I've seen a lot of celebrities with like Diamantes on their teeth.
I love how the whole team look at me and nod their head like, yeah, Jase, go and get a grill. It's still a thing.
Yeah.
Mate,
You're
if
a cool
Anthony
guy.
from the Wiggles is still rocking gold teeth.
He's got gold teeth, but he's Anthony from the Wiggles and he's a billionaire.
Yeah,
I
good
think,
point. Good
Probably.
point.
You are not. You're a suburban dad.
You got it.
With a gold tooth.
Man of the people. All right. Loz's Lips. This is where we test out Lauren's lip reading ability. If you want to put on the noise cancelling headphones.
Now, Clint's in Paris. He's not here today,
No,
so
normally-
it's just you and me, big boy.
Normally Clint and I enjoy the peace and
You
quiet
like hanging
together.
it on me. Okay, all right, put your headphones
Okay,
on.
headphones going on. She won't be able to hear a word I say. We're pumping some music in her ears. Basically, when we're in meetings, Lauren will look through the glass and see what other people are saying, and she will look at me and go, they're talking about us.
Okay, we ready?
In a second. Just let me enjoy this. Hear that? Nothing. She's not saying anything.
Who are you talking to? There's no one else in the studio. Can we start?
Okay.
Okay.
Are we ready? Stop saying Olympics. We're going to get sued.
Tom Steinford and I went to school.
No. Stop saying Olympics. We will get sued.
Tom Steinford
No,
and
forget Tom Steinford.
Not Tom Steinford.
Not
Okay.
Tom Steinford. Stop saying Olympics will get sued.
I think the Matildas will get to.
Okay,
Not
look
even
close.
close.
Stop saying Olympics.
Stop saying
Olympics.
LMA.
Olympics.
Elements. Stop saying elements are cool.
Stop saying Olympics are... No, not cool. Shit.
Stop saying elements are.
Stop. Forget. Stop saying Olympics will get sued.
Oh, well, I didn't say it. You did.
Stop
I was
yelling.
right for once.
All right.
One to me.
This man's coming up after 8 o'clock. Christian Petrarca looks pretty in pigtails.
Christian Petrarca looks pretty in my tongue. Likes me going to me tongue. Christian Petrarca
Looks pretty
in
pigtails.
in butter.
Pigtail.
In a towel.
Pigtails.
Christian Petrarca looks pretty in a towel.
Pigtails. Pig tails.
Christian Petrarca looks pretty in a pink towel.
No. Pigtails.
When did he wear pigtails?
Don't know, but can we get that audio chopped up to play track when he joins us? All right. The Matildas were not good.
Oh, no, you're too fast. Go, slow down.
The Matildas were not good against the Germans.
The Matildas were no good at the Olympics.
Oh, the Matildas were no good
They were no good
against the Germans.
unless they're chopping.
No, against.
Unless
Against.
against
The Germans.
the young.
No, Germans.
The Matildas were no good against the young Tommies.
No, Germans. Germans.
The Germans.
Yes.
The Matildas were no good against the Germans.
Yes.
Dankeschön.
What?
Dankeschön.
Let's go to Paris.
J'aime plus Paris.
I got that audio that your fiancé Paul sent me. I'm going to play it in just a tick. First, so, Clint Stanaway in
Bonsoir.
Paddy.
Good morning, guys.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
See
Where-
and talk to you. I'm outside the Stade de France
Oh,
at
what's
the moment. Well, that's where they're having the athletics, but tonight it was hosting the Rugby Sevens. So I've just wrapped up Nine's broadcast on Wide Water Sports, where the Australian Rugby Sevens men's team is through to the medal round.
Yes.
Nice
Go the
work.
Aussies.
Hey,
Yeah.
Clint, just before we went to air, I saw you talking to a couple of your friends. Were you in trouble
Yes.
with the popo?
Not again.
No. Basically, they just wanted to do a welfare check on the Australians to make sure we were going okay and we
Oh,
were
that's
enjoying
nice.
the hospitality here in Paris.
Oh, how
Oh.
good.
I believe my French friend here who has a red, white, and blue mohawk. I think he might be in strife.
Because remember when you went to Mexico and peed on the police station? I thought
Oh,
we
no,
might
he's a
have...
changed
oh
man.
yes, no.
You're
no,
a boy
no,
then.
no.
You're a grown adult now. You
Hey
wouldn't
guys,
be doing that.
what about the poor old Matildas?
I
as
know.
well?
Now, what happened?
They copped a shellacking, didn't they,
They
at the hands of
did.
Germany? The Germans are the fourth best team in the world. They are a powerhouse. So I wasn't altogether surprised, but maybe the scoreline I was more surprised about.
Yeah, and I mean, not having Sam Kerr isn't helping us, is it?
No, not at all. When's she due back, Clint?
Well, she's done her knee, so she's recovering from an ACL injury. So she's probably got months to go until
Yeah, that's
she's
not great.
making a comeback.
But that doesn't mean
But,
they're out, does it?
No, not at all. So they've got another match on Saturday, I believe, against Zambia.
Yep.
And then they finish their pool against Team USA. So it's a real they call it the group of death. That
It's
group.
hard.
It's very, very hard to get out of. But
The group of death.
the grit they showed through the World Cup, they're every chance.
Exactly
Look, Clint,
right.
we were talking about it this morning, and given that Celine Dion hasn't floated down the river on a
Oh,
barge yet, so
Celine.
there's no opening ceremony as yet, I don't think that match counts. So let's just call it a rehearsal.
Okay.
Just quickly on
So-
Celine, there's been rumours
Yeah.
that she's been photographed at rehearsals.
Any more info?
Oh, stop it. Well, I did hear today Lady Gaga is
Yes.
lock.
Oh, she's
so
locked in.
looking forward to seeing Lady Gaga. Well, I think a lock amongst the fans. All the hype here is Celine.
Yes.
That's all anyone's talking about. But lost in it all is poor old Lady Gaga,
Well, I
who
I hope Lady Gaga doesn't wear the meat dress because a shark might jump out of that river scene and just.
Yeah, you don't want to be mixing.
Well, they do like their meat very underdone, don't they? Here in France,
They do, but they also
they might take a liking to her.
She might go as a giant French fry.
All right.
Are we okay with the police? We're okay. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. We're okay with the police.
Is that your French friend with the mohawk?
If you get tasered live on the
cameraman,
right?
Oh. Is that the handsome cameraman? Because could you take the zoom off you and spin it around for us all?
Can we see the cameraman?
There he is. The
bonjour.
handsome cameraman.
Bonjour.
Hello, sir. Hang on. This could be very risky. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. How are you?
You speak a little bit of English. Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from France.
Oh, you were happy with France's win tonight into the medal rounds?
Yeah, of course. I could be not happy. We just we need to beat. I don't know, Australia. No,
we're playing Fiji. But anyway, hey, just very quickly. This is lovely hospitality here in Paris. Yeah. You're on live. We're live on air on Nova in Melbourne. Okay, Can you say bonjour to Jase and Lauren?
Bonjour to Jase and Lauren.
Oh,
just bonjour. You don't have to say to Jason.
No, he was saying hello to us.
Okay, yeah, right.
Are you excited for the Olympics? Clearly you are because you're here. But how do you think this great city of yours is embracing it all?
I'm so excited about Olympics. I mean, Paris 2024. This is this is Ambroise Lescudier, my friend from Paris 2024. We are so much excited. France 2024. It's gonna be the Olympic Games of probably the year. And
the Olympic Games of the year. It will be the Olympic Games.
It's coming tomorrow for the
You know her?
Game. Yeah, I know her. Of course, I know her. Yeah. Celine Dion. You're from Montreal. You're from Canada or you're from Australia?
Oh no, Australia. Yeah, I told you that already.
Can I get a visual on our French friend?
Yeah, can we see a visual?
Sorry.
Hey, bonjour. He's wearing a Budweiser hat. Is he wearing a Budweiser hat?
The accent sounded a lot hotter than the visual, didn't it?
Yeah, and he's got his Budweiser.
You know Celine Dion.
Of course I know Celine Dion.
Oh.
And I love you so much, guys.
I love you too.
Thank you, sir.
Budweiser
Have a great games. Have a safe games.
Wow.
He just said it's going to be the Olympic Games of the year. That really got me.
All right, more with Clint over in Paddy coming up very soon, but on the other side of this break. You've waited long enough.
Yes.
Clint, I am going to play the audio of a video Lauren's fiancé Paul sent me last night.
Caused a fight in my house.
Let's just say it's Lauren Phillips in full flight, and you're going to hear it next. Clint is joining us all the way from Paddy for the Olympics. From today, we've got to drop the Olympics and go with the Big O.
Yeah, we don't have
Big O.
We don't have broadcasting rights, but the Big O will be coming your way from us next week.
Opening ceremony 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. So if you're making that decision, you're in the cab and you go, do I do Revs or go home? Maybe this week, go home, watch the opening ceremony.
Yeah. Great.
Last night, the fireworks were underway at one Lauren Phillips' house.
Let me start this by saying, firstly, I obviously didn't realise my lovely fiancé Paul was recording me at the time. But I was...
First time he's filmed you?
We were going out last night and he does this regularly and he did this as a stitch up to push my buttons, probably a little earlier than he normally would. But he says this one thing all the time when he knows what the answer will be, but he asks me this question whenever we are getting ready to go out at the most inconvenient times.
He sent this video to me. He was like an excited school kid. And he goes, in full flight, here she is.
I'm just wondering how long you're going to take.
Are you kidding?
No.
I've just got out of the shower and I'm soaking wet. You literally just heard the shower turn off and you said, are you ready to go?
But I just know you'll be really late though.
I'm obviously not ready to go. The shower just turned off. Literally, I turned the faucet off. I took one step out. Do I look ready to go?
No, but don't lie on the bed.
I'm lying on the bed. I just need to cool down from
it.
Okay, a bit to unpack. Okay. First things first, we have edited out a lot of swearing.
Yes.
Yes.
So I literally turned the shower off. I'm still soaking wet in the bathroom with, I've washed my hair and we're not leaving for an hour. And he goes, you ready to go? I was like,
you know what Luce is?
Look like I'm ready to go. I'm soaking wet, I'm naked, and I've got wet hair. And we're not leaving.
Well, maybe you're going like that.
Sounds ready to me.
Yeah.
Oh, he does it
You can put a top on in the car.
If we're leaving at 7 o'clock, I'll be in the bathroom doing my makeup at 20 to 7, and he goes...
Oh, well, that's on you. You're leaving it too late.
It's 20 to 7. And he
just
goes,
an observation.
hey, love, are you ready to go yet? And I'm like, does it look like I'm ready to go? And we're not leaving now, so who cares?
Well, you can't leave yet. You're not ready.
And also the lying on the bed thing. I have a hot shower and I need 5 minutes to cool down in my towel lying on the
You
bed.
like my wife. She likes third-degree burns. Unless she's getting third-degree burns, she's not clean enough. Yes?
I've witnessed many situations in the Phillips O'Brien household, right? What they do one thing that throws me, Lauren, why do you call each other mate?
That's when we're angry.
Oh, no, Lou and I do that.
Only when we're angry.
All right, mate.
Yeah, it's when we're annoyed. It's like
Well, see, we're the other way. We do it when we're like, hey, man.
I no. Oh no, that would not.
What, when
that-
you want a bit?
Yeah, no. If I'm calling him
Please,
mate,
please.
it's instead of me calling him something else. When I'm not happy.
Right, gotcha. All right.
Like I would have got out of the show and gone, mate, do I look like I'm ready to go?
You know what Lou's is? If she goes, how do I look? I'll go, fine.
Oh, don't say fine.
Oh.
Don't say fine.
Whoa, okay.
We're just asking for a confidence
worst thing you
boost.
can
I know, this is what she's I don't do fine.
It's even worse when Paul goes, oh, do you have any other jeans to wear? And I'm like, well, now, mate, I am not ready to go because I need 10 minutes for a Menti B, 10 minutes to go through the wardrobe, and then 10 minutes to put this same outfit back on again and be angry at you for the rest of the night.
What a lucky guy. All right, let's go to the phones. Yes, Clint?
Just very quickly, I just want to pick up on something you said because Lou asks you, how do I look, right?
Say great.
And if you
Be
say
smarter.
if you say lovely, she's going to say, well, that sounds forced, or that doesn't sound genuine.
Thank you, Clint.
So I just don't think you can win.
You can't.
You are losing every day of the week.
Yeah, but do you even look at her? Because I go, does this look okay? And Paul goes, yeah, great. And he's not even looking at me. He's looking at his phone.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
Darl, just make some eye contact and go,
No, it's
yeah, you look awesome, babe.
we can see the
Call
reflection
me
in
babe.
our phone.
That'll get me. Call me babe, and I'll be like, oh, thanks.
Evie
Call
and
me babe.
Evie and Hawthorne. All right, what's the go? What's the line that can set off your partner? Oh, hang on. I got you now. Sorry, go
Evie.
again. Go again.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah. So to set the scene, firstly, we both come from really big, loud Greek households.
Yep.
And being the next generation, what we really want to do is be better than them, and we have a policy of no screaming in our house.
No
Right.
screaming.
Now, generally speaking, what we'll hear in my house is, you don't need to scream at me, I can hear you, stop screaming, stop screaming. And I'm like, well, who's screaming here? And then it just seems to escalate and escalate. And we basically just continue in the path of our parents and are no better than the previous generation.
You know
Yeah.
what? You've hit the nail on the head. I do that
When
with
someone
Lou.
screams at you, stop screaming at me. I do it too.
Yeah, I go, I'm not screaming at you, so there's no need to scream at me. And
Oh,
then,
that's even more annoying. That's even, that's...
Lily in Glen Waverley, what's the statement that sets your partner off?
It's like we will be having a conversation, bit of a heated conversation, and they go, relax.
Oh. It annoys Paul when I go, you need to chill out. He's like,
Where did you learn to snap a neck? Was it on YouTube or?
oh, you need it. Yeah, relax.
Let's go to.
Oh, thanks, Dar. That really helped me to relax, you saying that. I feel so relaxed.
Let's go to South Yarra. Peter, what's the statement that always sets your partner off?
I'm surely I'm going to win the QT $250 voucher.
Yep, what's the
It's
statement?
Paul.
Is that my Paul?
Yes.
Paul?
He sounds scared. He sounds
In
scared.
my defence, in my defence here, guys, this she takes 2 hours to watch 60 Minutes. Everything takes forever.
Well, I think she's when she goes, look, we're leaving at 7. I start getting ready at 20 to 7. You
No,
know,
I didn't say I start getting ready.
Hey,
I'm just
hey.
not ready.
I'm not yelling
it's
at
not
you.
It's not your segment. It's not your segment.
Yeah, and I'm not yelling at you. There's no need to yell at me. Just relax.
You're a dog, both of you.
Hey, big weekend for the D's. We're going to talk footy in a sec with Christian Petrarca.
Who are the D's playing?
The D's are playing GWS.
Oh,
I might be wrong there.
the
Please
team
hold.
with the most random song in the AFL.
Giants. Sorry, they're playing the Giants.
GWS is the Giants.
That's right. I got it right. They're playing GWS.
You footy expert. You're so lucky you just said to Clint, jump off for this one. Don't worry about
No,
it.
he's there listening in Paris,
I
no
don't
doubt.
know.
I have no doubt.
Did you hear what he just said, Clint?
No,
He's got his
headphones are
headphones
off,
off.
thank God.
Thank God.
Okay, let's go to the phones, try and offload 5K.
Kobe, 12 years old from Lilydale. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey,
All right,
g'day,
Cobes,
Kobe.
what sports do you play?
I play basketball and I used to play footy.
Oh, who's your team?
Essendon.
Oh, the Bombers. Go the Dons.
Nice.
All
They're
right.
playing St Kilda this weekend,
Yeah.
otherwise known as the Saints.
Yeah, you knew that, didn't you, Kobe?
Yeah.
All right, Kobe, do you want an easy question for $50, medium question for $500, or a hard one for $5,000? What are you thinking?
I'll go the medium.
Done.
Yeah.
$500.
Kobe.
He's going to get this.
$500, a lot of cash to a 12-year-old.
What would you do with it?
I don't know, probably buy some footy boots for the next station.
Yeah, they'll be good footy boots. You'll get some change from that too.
Absolutely.
All right, Kobe.
Oh, this is
What's
cute.
your team called, Kobe?
Mount Evelyn.
Mount
Rovers.
Evelyn. The Rovers.
Yeah.
I want to get him some footy boots. I really hope he gets this.
Okay,
I really
Kobe.
do. Now, Kobe, remember, if you don't know, take a guess, all right? And you got 3 seconds.
Yep.
Here we go. This is your $500 question.
Kobe, 12 years old from Lilydale for $500. What state in Australia would you find the big lobster?
3, 2.
South Australia.
Done it!
He's done it! He's got it! Good job, Kobe. Have you been there?
Oh, yeah.
You've been
You've
there.
been to the big lobster.
Have you seen many of the other big things around the country? There's a big prawn in Ballina.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
The big banana I've been to.
You've been to the big.
Big
There's a
that was
big
my next
avocado
question.
near the border of New South Wales and Queensland as well.
Oh, Kobe, 12 years old from Lilydale.
Good on you, Cobes.
$500, champion. What a legend.
Thank you.
Are you going to save some of it, or are you going to spend it all? You're a
Spend it
spender
all.
or a
Yeah.
saver?
Save some of it.
Save some of it. You sound like a
Yeah.
good kid, Kobe.
Yeah, you are way
What do you
too.
want to be when you grow up?
Well, I want to be like a Sparky.
A Sparky.
Even a
Yeah.
trader.
Yeah, he'd like doing cash jobs, Kobe.
Kobe,
Save the cash.
you can do better than this show. You really can.
No, keep listening to our show, Kobe. In fact, go and tell all your friends you just won $500 and they should all listen all
You
the time
got it.
too. And tell them to tell their parents and their aunties and their uncles and their cousins.
Okay, sounding
We
desperate.
need
Sounding
we need all the
desperate.
listeners we can.
Sounding
get, Kobe.
desperate. And joining us, he's still resting up, but in good news that D's fans are going to love. The body is slowly healing, and I believe he's about to go for his first run tomorrow. Joining us, Christian Petrarca. G'day, Track.
Morning, Track.
Morning, everyone. How are we?
Where are you live streaming to us from this morning?
Live streaming from the cold Noosa, currently 23 degrees.
Oh.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah, our heart bleeds for
Well, you know what, Track? Actually, the sun is out in Melbourne today. It is a stunning blue-skied
So
morning.
you can take your Hastings Street and shove it.
Hey, how you feeling, brother?
Clarendon Street. Feeling really good. Start running tomorrow, which is really exciting. Obviously, very, very light, only 1 or 2 kilometres, but small step, which is really exciting.
How long since you've run? When was the accident?
June 10th or 11th.
Right, so it's been like 6 weeks.
But not even that. Like
But
last
after
time we
not
spoke
running
to him.
for 6 weeks, you can just
but
put
hang on.
runners on and run 2 kilometres.
But not only that, then he had the appendix trauma,
Yeah.
so he's
Oh,
had like
yeah.
follow-up surgeries as well.
And you can just run 2 kilometres.
I don't know. I got to get my session today for it tomorrow, but I think it'll be very light. It'll be intro run, like run a little bit, stop, run a little bit again.
Okay. That makes me feel better. A little bit of a run-walk situation.
That's what
We're
I've
not
been,
the only ones.
No, I've been doing that for about 20 years. I don't want to go too hard too soon. Hey, Track Dusty remains out this weekend, so he is out for the Tigers. Max Gawn back in for the Ds, I believe, which is great news for the boys.
Gorney's back in, which is exciting. It's a big game for us. We need to win against GWS to keep our finals hopes alive. So, fingers crossed he's back in. I think Salo was out with a hamstring. I think a few others, to be honest. Haven't really.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, well, while you're out and you're in Noosa, like you're taking some time away from the game to rest and recover, which is understandable after what you've been through. Are you involved in many of the team meetings, or are you just like
Christian?
reading this in the Herald Sun like the rest of us?
Do I know more about football than you this week?
I feel like from the way I answered that question, I think you guys know more than I do.
But is that where you're getting your info, just from the media as well, or are you in the team meetings?
I still get notifications on our app of who's in and who's out, but in terms of day-to-day meetings, and no, I'm completely out of it. I wouldn't have a clue. I know on the game day about the structure and how we're going to play against GWS, but in terms of, I guess, the inside meetings and internal meetings and leadership meetings, I'm out of that for a couple of weeks, yeah.
Well, don't let Jase get too ahead of himself, because he thought GWS and the Giants were different teams. So
they do get confused with Gold Coast, though.
Thank you. Similar colours. Hey, I'm not sure if you've read this. Shut up. I'm not sure if you've read this in the paper. Katy Perry's your grand final entertainment this year as well.
I don't read the paper, Jase. I'm a 28-year-old.
Wow.
Touche.
Shots fired.
I saw it on social media, and that is very exciting.
What's social media?
It's the MasterChef intro song, that you're hot and you're cold. So.
Oh, yeah. She's got a lot of bangers, but she's expected to play at the AFL Grand Final, but Celine Dion is expected to perform at the Olympic opening ceremony. What are you more excited about, Celine or Katie?
Celine's pretty cool.
Yeah. Celine's got some bangers. Hey, just quickly, I'm about to fire up the satellite and cross to Clint in Paddy. But if you said it yourself, it's a very important game for the D's this weekend. If they started to win and finals were looking good, is there any chance of seeing you back out on the field this year?
No.
Yeah, right.
I've been saying it all along, and I think the club as well has been saying it for probably 5 or 6 weeks now. But no, there's no chance. I start contact training, so my first contact would be 3 or 4 months away still. So which is October. So
you know what, mate? Tough decision, but smart. You know what I mean? Play the long game. All right,
but I'll still be there and support the boys when I'm back.
What?
Thanks, Dr. Jase.
Shut up! Like, come on. I'm just.
Tough decision, but smart track.
Well, I'm sorry. When he got injured, he went back out the next quarter. I wouldn't have done that.
You wouldn't have made the field in the first place.
No, that's a good point.
About me.
What was that, Track?
There's a guy that cares about me. Thanks for that. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
I care about you too, but I'm not pretending to be your doctor.
All right. Hey, let's fire up the satellite. Joining us from Paddy. God only knows what condition he's going to be in. Clint Stanaway, you are on with Christian Petrarca.
Did you grow up doing little athletics, all the rest of it? I'm just curious.
Italians don't do little athletics growing up.
Oh.
We did shot put. I did shot put because I weighed about 100 kilos when I was used to. What else did I do? Soccer, football, tennis.
Yeah, right.
So my question being, if you're at the Olympic Games, what sport would you be sort of entering yourself into? What would you be good at? Could you give the very best athletes in the world a nudge at?
If I was at the top of my game or now?
Now.
Shot put.
Maybe. I'm trying to think of a ball sport because any of the athletic sports I would be terrible at. I was right now. She's telling me what sport I would be good at. She's saying sprinting, and I would be the worst sprinter ever.
Lauren's got an issue with adults that do long jump into sand pits as well.
Yeah.
That rattles you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe soccer. Something with a ball sport. I don't know.
Right.
Can I tell you today, I met one of my idols in Michael Johnson, famed USA 400-meter champion.
Yes.
It was extraordinary. Do you have who is your sporting idol?
Was that to me? Or was that to Jason?
Yes.
It's definitely not to me.
Well, I grew up obviously Collingwood supporter, so Scott Pendlebury, but worldwide, it would have to be, I grew up Allen Iverson fan who played for the 76ers. And then Russell Westbrook. I love my basketballs. Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, Ronaldo.
Oh, yeah.
Is Leroy Loggins still playing for the Brisbane Bullets?
What's Leroy Loggins? Is that sounds like a made-up name?
No. It was a big name when I was growing up in the world of basketball.
What sport? Or basketball?
Yeah.
Was he like Andrew Gaze?
Yeah.
LeBron is the flag bearer for Team USA.
Really?
That's amazing.
Well, he deserves that. I'll give him that. Hey, Track, we're going to let you go, mate. But, brother, keep resting up there. And I hope the run goes okay tomorrow.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it a lot.
All right. Chris Petrarca joining us on the air. Clint.
I saw Andrew Gaze.
Who was your
as part
sporting
of the
idol, Jase?
I told you, Leroy Loggins.
Leroy Loggins sounds like someone from a country and western film.
No. Leroy Loggins. I didn't. Leroy Loggins for the Brisbane Bullets. Steve Renouf for the Brisbane Broncos. In fact, this is degrading.
Kathy Freeman.
This is degrading. So my favourite Broncos football player, Steve Renouf, used to live 4 streets around the corner. So anytime, at school, you'd get those charity chocolates to sell.
Did you always go to his place?
That was the other reason I took the charity chocolates home.
You would have eaten them all as well, and then turned up with the empty wrappers and said, "Leroy, help me out. Give me a 50." I loved Susie O'Neill, Madam Butterfly. I loved watching her.
Did you?
I loved watching the swimming.
She does breakfast on Nova in Brisbane.
Big fan. She's a DJ now. DJ Susie
she
O'Neill,
is indeed.
apparently.
Jason Lawrence, lights on, sing along song. Give it to me one more. Lights on, sing along song.
Oh,
All
this is
right.
good. This is good. This will
Okay, Melbourne.
This is peak school drop-off time as well. So, God, we're about to embarrass some kids.
Yes. Okay, Melbourne, this is what we do on a Friday around this time, 8:20, 8:30. We play a song that Clint, Jase or I deem a banger. If you love this song, you turn your headlights on, which gives you permission to sing at the top of your lungs in your car,
Absolutely.
embarrass your kids at drop-off,
Yep.
see other people singing along on the freeway perhaps. And now today's song is a certified banger. As it starts, turn your lights on and sing along, Melbourne.
Now, I'm not going to start the song just yet. So don't turn the lights on.
It's a slow start to
It
this
is a slow song, but I'm just going to play you some snippets of her previous work. We are Olympic inspired this morning.
Feel the flame forever burn.
Celine Dion, Power of the Dream. She sung that at the 1996
You can't beat it.
Atlanta Olympics.
She's also made a previous appearance in Lights On Sing Along with this.
That's it.
That was a good day.
But we're not going to play a song from the Titanic today
Not today.
because she is set to go down a barge on the river through Paris for the opening ceremony. We'll find out at 3 o'clock in the morning if she actually is there or not. We believe she is.
Just going to dim
And
the
so
lights.
we don't want any Titanic references
No,
while the
no.
opening ceremony's on the river. But this is another banger by Celine Dion. Melbourne,
This
when it
was
starts,
huge.
turn your headlights on and sing along. 13 24 10 if you want to call us and tell us just how many people you saw enjoying this moment with us.
Today's Lights On Sing Along for the lady who pretty strongly rumoured to be doing the opening ceremony.
This will be one of the great comebacks.
We give you Celine Dion because you loved me.
For all those times you stood by me. For all the I'm everything I am.
Bring it home. Bring it home. Leave it to Celine.
Because you love me.
Wow. Mum is going to need a lie down after that one. That
Wow.
is your Lights On Sing Along here on Nova 100.
Believe it or not, one of the only songs I know 90% of the words to.
Bernie in Lower Plenty, you saw many lights turn on for Celine.
Yes, I did. Hello, Jase Lauren.
Hello,
I'm so
Bernie.
glad you're back on the airwaves.
Oh,
thank
Is it
you.
because we play bangers like that? the music bosses are out there shaking their heads saying,
Yep.
you guys can't keep doing this. But yes, we can, can't we, Bernie?
Our music director, Scott Baker-Smith, said, whatever you do, do not associate my name with that segment.
Scott Baker-Smith loved every second of it.
Scotty was like, do it for Celine. Hey, let's go to Craigieburn. Karen.
Karen, good morning. Did you love it or hate it?
Good morning, guys. First time, long time.
Good on you, Karen.
Love you guys.
Oh, good on you,
Love
Karen.
you, Karen.
Yeah, I work on a Craigieburn caravan centre on the Hume Highway. Every light has been switched on in their cars.
Yes,
Down on
Karen.
Sydney Road.
They know what
Celine,
they- yep.
she's a hit machine.
Absolutely, especially in Craigieburn.
Let's go to Gracie in Botanic Ridge. Gracie, you're 11 years old. Did you see many headlights turn on?
There were so many headlights.
Hey, Gracie, you're only 11. Have you ever heard that song before?
Have you ever even heard of Celine
And I
Dion?
could see everyone's mouths moving.
Oh, she could see everyone's mouths moving, singing along.
She got no idea what they're
Hey,
saying.
Gracie, did you hear me hit the high notes? What do you think? Can I sing like Celine?
Jesus.
Pardon?
Don't
Yeah,
worry
exactly.
about it.
No, I'd play the fifth too. You know what? I always wonder, how do they get those people on Australian Idol rocking up to auditions that think they're good?
No, it's me.
Yeah, I realised that.
It's me. I would be that person that would end up on a YouTube clip as a meme. Meme?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I sounded old then. Not a meme. What's it called? Viral. I'd go viral.
On the internet. That is it. We are getting out of here.
Thank you for being a friend.
Clint is over in Paddy. Look, the Olympics are one thing to watch and get excited about, but guess what else is happening this morning, Clint?
What's that? What?
Our very own Lauren Phillips is popping up on Today
Don't.
Extra.
I've got full of anxiety about it.
And remember how much crap you gave me earlier in the week when I rolled out Kathy Freeman as my favourite Olympic moment?
Do you know the good news is that I've got a VPN, a virtual private network, and I will be firing up the satellite when I get home.
Don't.
Taking notes.
They're asking me about sport, and this morning I said the Matildas lost 3-0, and the producers buzzed in and said, that's what you say in tennis. It's 3-0 in soccer.
They asked me about politics when I went on there.
Did they?
Yes.
Well, they've asked me about, I have to talk about, apparently Rihanna, Riri, is bringing back the mullet. What am I going to talk about? Who else has a good mullet?
I don't know, but I'll give you a hot tip. If you're going on as the expert, you shouldn't be saying apparently.
Apparently.
You're supposed to know.
I'm talking all the big topics on Today Extra. I tell you what time to watch, but I don't know what time I'm on.
Great.
I'm talking mullets. I'm talking celebrities at the Olympics. Have you spotted anyone, Clint, that I can throw in there?
Not so. I spoke to Andrew Gaze today.
Okay,
Andrew
that doesn't
Gaze,
count.
Former
Actual celebrities.
Yeah, that doesn't.
No, all right, anyway, I'll be on air shortly.
10 a.m. You'll be able to see Loz. We'll do a viewing party. Clint, enjoy the opening ceremony. We will chat on Monday.
What a big night.
Have a great weekend, Melbourne. Thank you for being a friend.
It's gonna be a good day. Jason Lauren. Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.